once again, you're most welcome to this short presentation where I will be showing for you how we use Google Forms to make life better. But I'm seeing challenge with network now. Here I'm trying on the right hand side. I'm trying to connect to the internet, and I'm using this Wi-Fi. Let me connect. So it is connected. Then I will go to a browser. For me, I'm going to use Google Chrome, and I search for Google Forms where my cursor is. Then I select the first option of the links. I click on it. Then it is running up there. But for me, since I am already signed into Google account here, it will not require me to put my password. But for you, if you did not sign in with your account on that, you will have to use your email and password to sign in. Network issue, but I will reach there. Okay, we can see it is opening though slowly. We are going for a blank form, which is the first option, so we shall click on it. Yeah, so this is the interface, and then we have to start working on it. There's very many buttons. We're not going to learn all. We shall learn the basics. You will go and explore the rest. So we shall give a title to the form, and okay, it is still loading. It's not accepting me to type anything. Let's wait for it to load. Yes, so this is where now we're going to change. We're giving a name to our form, and we shall say this. Let's say this is senior 1 biology end of term 1 2026. And then from here we can start with our first question. So this is going to be our first question, and we can ask the question. Let's say very simple one. What is biology? And we can say that the biology is the study of, then the other responses. We give the first option. Of course, we have already selected it is a multiple choice type questions, so that the learner can only choose whether it is right or wrong. The second one here, checkboxes, is where an answer, I mean, a question may not, let's say a question has more than one options. And then for the drop down, we is similar to multiple choice, but they are already also given. The learner can open. They are not displayed. The learner opens and then chooses the correct one out of them. So for us, we're interested in multiple choice. And then so the first option, let's say biology study of food. We don't know which one is correct so far. Then the second one is, let's say, study of life. Study of life. Think this one language, that should be like that. We add another option. Let's say food. Sorry. Option 3, maybe study of living and non-living things. Then the fourth option is study of I don't know. What could this be? Okay, insects. Insects. And so those are the four options. One of which should be correct, or one of them is correct. And from there, we are first of all making it compulsory for each learner to attempt, and then we're supposed to select now which one is the correct response out of these four options. I can go to, now we have other buttons here which you should also know to use later. This is this plus button where the cursor is for adding a new question. Then we can import questions from somewhere in. Then this is for the title and description, which for us we did not add a description to the form. We could add images. We could even add videos for students to watch, and then we can add a section. Let's say the section A, section B, and so on like that. But we are not, for now, we are not yet interested in those buttons. Let's go to section based on answer. Okay.
How many minutes? How many minutes left? 30 minutes. Yeah? Time is up.
But we have nothing to present.
Yeah, so from here we're supposed to select which one of these four options: food, life, living and non-living things, and insects is the correct one. After this, we go to settings, which is here. In the settings, we make this a quiz. Then this radio button, we make it active. After making it active, there are very many options here. We can leave most of them default, but if maybe you want to set your item out of 100 and yet there are only 5 questions, you could give this, you could give it a point that one question is 10 points or so. But for us, we are not interested in that for now, so we can go back to questions, and then we select which one is the correct option out of this by coming to this button here. So the correct answer is, okay, just a minute.
Options. Going to add what? Options. Because you have already written that.
Okay, I have clicked on that button, and then we are selecting life is the correct answer or response, and then we say done. So now this question is full, is ready for students to attempt, and it will be able to give the feedback immediately the moment the student has attempted it. Then we can, there are very many types of questions that we can set. Let's add the second question by coming to this button, add question. That will be question 2. Actually, this one, let's make this one question 1. Then we can go to question 2 here, which is what the characteristics of living things. Characteristics of living things. Now for this, we don't want it to be multiple choice. We want the students to write those characteristics. So we shall say it is a paragraph, so that it leaves space for the students to write their answers, and then we're also going to make it compulsory. You don't answer it, you will not be able to submit. Yeah, so we have made it required. We are doing well. I think these two are enough for our demonstration. Then for it to be ready for students to use, we go to publish or share. So I will click on this button, which is on the top right corner, publish.
Make it now.
After publish, after that, it says anyone with the link can respond, so I can publish. But before that, let me go to manage.
By creating links.
The link is already there. Let's go to manage so that we see more details of this. For example, you can see I am the one who has created it. It says that I am the owner. Then editor view, which means the students will not be able to change the questions. Theirs is just to respond. It is only me who is the admin who can change, but for them they cannot.
No one can change.
And then I will publish the form to accept responses. If I say done, it means now this can be accepted.
Without the answer.
Of course. And so later on, the students can respond If I want, I could even set the time limit that at this time it should stop, but that is for advanced learners. Let us start with this small one. We shall add the rest later. So I will say done. After saying done, I can now publish. If I have already emails of students here, I can add their emails.
Put their emails. And
Let's say, as an example, we have this is student called okay 0160101 at let's say muni.ac.ug. This is some student whose email exists, so this form will go direct to that student, and the student can respond. And I can even choose the student say responsibilities. The student going to be able to edit or just respond. This is a student, so the student will just be a responder. Then I can share. So it is going to the student. I can say okay. For the other one, it's not automatic. Again, for the other subscription, it's not automatic. Just a minute. We have already reached the level of publishing, and we have already published. We have copied the link, uh, so we shall be able to share this link which we have generated. The link is here. I can copy the responder link. I can copy the responder link, which is here. I have copied it. After copying it, I can go and share it either on, if I want anybody to respond, I can share it, let's say on WhatsApp. For now, let me keep it somewhere. Let me just keep it somewhere that I can share later. My WhatsApp is loading very slowly. Otherwise, I would share it. I think we are done. And now